I think this path came to me a lot because of the way I was raised. I grew up in the South, in the segregated South, and it was a very powerful experience. Now, I'm a white person who wasn't the victim, but I was watching the injustice around me. For example, in Atlanta, Georgia, there were riots going on when African Americans tried to go into restaurants and sit down. I was still just a young teen, and so I couldn't do too much yet, but I could make my own little stand. Like when I'd get on a bus and I'd go sit in the back and the bus driver would scream at me, but he wouldn't beat me the way he might if a black person sat up front. So that was part of it. What can I do about the injustices I see in the world? Is there some little part I can play? And so I think that's led me along my path. You know, another step was when I was pregnant with my first child, and I went to get a job, and it was, at that time, it was my dream job. I was going to work for an educational publisher, and you had to take a test to get this job, and they said I had the highest score ever. So I was really excited, and on my first day they said, but you just have to go into the doctor's office, you have to have a physical for this job. I said, really? So I went in there, and and about 10 minutes into the exam, the doctor says, you're pregnant, aren't you? Well, yeah. Next thing I know, I'm being marched out of there. I was fired before I could even start. There was no law then to protect people like me, to give me the right to the job I had earned. So that was another one of the little steps that helped lead me to a place where I wanted to, however I could, make a change, make the world different. Ask why not. When people say things have never been done, then say, why not? Let's find a way. If they haven't shut that door in our face yet, let's go until they do.